This is the weather forecast video for Wednesday, January the 25th, 2012. Let's take a look at the satellite image from last evening. You can see a storm system south of the state producing some rain showers and thunderstorms there, and another new storm system moving into the Pacific Northwest with valley rain and mountain snow. Watch warning map from just before midnight, a tornado watch over Texas, some flooding issues over Texas and into neighboring Arkansas and Oklahoma, and the winter weather continues over the north and west. QPF chart, precipitation over the next 5 days through Sunday evening at 6 o'clock shows the heaviest amounts of rain from Dallas-Fort Worth across the Ohio and Tennessee Valley into the northeast, and again over the Pacific Northwest. So let's take a look at the 0Z GFS Model Run. This is at 6 p.m. this evening. You can see the upper level feature over Texas producing the rain, showers, and thunderstorms there. While we're in a pretty dry pattern here with seasonal readings across the state, 20s and mainly 30s for highs and lows in the teens. We head into Thursday. Upper level feature begins to move a little bit over the south. Trough axis is over us, but all the moisture is all to our south or to our north, and that moves off to the east. Wind pattern continues to come out of the northwest even on Friday with a little front that comes through that'll cool the temperatures down back into the 20s from highs in the 30s. Could set off a few flurries or light snow showers. Any accumulation will be light, a trace, a dusting at best. Nothing to write home about. We head into the weekend on Saturday. That system moves off into the Great Lakes, and the cooler air comes down from Canada with highs in the 20s. And on Sunday, that moves off, and a ridge begins to develop over the western half of the country, and that's going to warm us up again after this slight cool off. Heading into Monday to start off the new work week, now the flow is now more west-east across the country, meaning Pacific air is now coming, and that means temperatures will stay warm for a while. Heading to Tuesday, a little bit of a trough axis moves through with a little bit of energy, and that could spark off a flurry or two or a snow shower, and it'll be moving out later in the evening, so it'll be mainly a Tuesday event. And again, with the lack of moisture, any accumulation will be rather light. Heading into a week from today, on the 1st of February, a bit of energy south of the state, and a ridge is developing over the north and west, a trough over the east, and that means we'll be getting cold air again. Maybe a few flurries, but most of the moisture will either be to our east, to our south, or well off to our west. We head further into February. On the 5th, ridge over the west, trough over the east, northwesterly flow coming out of Canada, and that means that it's going to be cold with some clipper systems moving just to our north and east, and we're still going to be pretty dry across the area and pretty seasonal with the warm to the west, the cold to the east, but by the end of the forecast on the 9th, now there's a trough over the west and a bit of a flat ridge over the east, and with a bit of energy moving around the base of the trough, we could see a low developing on the lee side of the Rockies, the Gulf opening up, and maybe a bit of rain by this point if this pans out in later runs. Thank you for tuning in to the weather forecast video. We'll have another one tomorrow.